Alright, good morning. Quickly, the question says draw the graph of the functions y equal to 3x minus 4 and x minus y equal to 5 on the same axis. Also, we should write down the coordinates of the points where both lines intersect. What we need to do first is to get the table of values for both equations. All we need is just 3 points. All we need is just 3 points from each equation so that we can draw the straight lines. The first equation is y equal to 3x minus 4. I just pick random values of x and get the corresponding values of y. For instance, when x is equal to 0, y will be equal to 3 times 0 minus 4, which is still the same as minus 4. When x is 2, y will be equal to 3 times 2 minus 4, which will be 6 minus 4, which is the same as 2. And when x is minus 2, y will be equal to 3 times minus 2, which is minus 6. And minus 6 minus 4 is equal to minus 10. You notice I was able to pick a 0, a positive number, and a negative number. This is to make utmost use of the graph book. Then the second equation, I also pick values similar. I picked 0, and when x is equal to 0, I substitute in the equation. Y will be equal to 0 minus 5, which is the same as minus 5. And at x equal to 2, I substitute the value of 2 for x, and y will be equal to 2 minus 5, which is the same as minus 3. And at x equal to minus 2, y will be equal to minus 7. Y will be equal to minus 7. Okay, so now I have the two tables of value for the two equations or the two lines that I want to draw. Now let's go ahead and draw the lines. Take note of this, please. Take note of the second equation. The second equation is x minus y equal to 5. You notice I rewrite the equation to be y equal to x minus 5. That is, I make y the subject of the formula, okay, so that it will be in the general form of equation of a straight line. Is that clear? So it will be easy for me to just substitute and get the value of y. So let's quickly move on to the graph and plot this. Again, I choose my scale based on the values that I have. I have a -10, and in your graph book, if you want to choose a scale of 2 centimeters to 1 unit on the y-axis, it may be difficult for you to get a -10 on such scale. So I choose a scale such that I will accommodate this value in my graph. So my scale is, on the y-axis, I choose a scale of 2 centimeters to 2 units, and on the x-axis I choose a scale of 2 centimeters to 1 unit. So this is how the graph looks like. Okay, you can see on the y-axis my scale is 2, 4, 6, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8, and minus 10. So I plot the points. First, the graph y equal to 3x minus 4. The line y equal to 3x minus 4, I plot first. The first point I have is I plotted is minus 2 and minus 10. On the x-axis, minus 2. From there, I trace it down. And then minus 10 on the y-axis, I trace it down. It gives me my first point. That gives me my first point here. Okay. Then the second point I plotted is at 0. x equal to 0 and y equal to minus 4. And when I trace it, it still fall on that minus 4. That's the second point, 0, comma minus 4. And then the third point is 2, comma 2. That is at x equal to 2 and y equal to 2. When x is 2, you trace it up, and when y is 2, you trace it. The point where they meet forms the next point. So that gives us the third point. So we join the 3 points together. When we join the 3 points, we get the first line. Okay, so we repeat the same thing on the second equation. The second equation, which is y equal to x minus 5. So we plot the points also, 0, comma minus 5, 2, comma minus 3, and minus 2, comma minus 3. So these points are plotted as follows. You can see the first point I plotted is minus 2, comma minus 7. That gives me this point. So that is when x is minus 2. I trace it down, and when y is minus 7, I trace it. That gives me the first point. And the second point is 0, comma minus 5. When x is 0 and y is minus 5, gives me this point. And again, when x is 2 and y is minus 3, that gives me this point. That is 2, comma minus 3. So I join the 3 points to form the second line of y equal to x minus 5. So where the two lines intersect is at this point. This is where they intersect, and the coordinates of this point are x equal to minus 0.5 and y is 5.5. That is negative half and positive 5.5. Okay, so this is the answer we are looking for. So in your graph book, you just trace this point to the x-axis. You get the value just as I did to be minus 0.5, and you trace this also to the y-axis to get the point just as I did, which is 5.5. So the coordinates of the points where both lines intersect is minus 0.5, comma 5.5. This can also be written as minus 1 over 2, comma 5 whole number 1 over 2. Okay, that could also be written in that format. So you can do the second one by yourself. Good luck.